Hey everyone, how's it going? Crystal Wolf here. Welcome back to another one of my videos. Hope you guys are having a great day. And in today's video, I'm going to talk to you guys about the 5 ways that I do divination. I will be giving you guys information about the tools I use and basically also some information that you might not know. So we're going to start with divination technique number 1, the most common, pretty darn popular, and pretty easy to do. However, if you are a beginner, you're going to want to take a lot of practice. It's also going to take a lot of memorizing as to what each card means, because there's a lot to memorize. But number 1, tarot. Tarot has been used for many years. Tarot helps give us an insight and also gives us a heads up as to what is going to come in our future. There are a bunch of different types of tarot decks. There's also a bunch of different types of tarot card layouts. Whether you want to use a single card or you want to use 12 cards, there is a different bunch of just layouts and ways that you can use divination for the cards. There are the upright and the reversed answers for tarot cards as well. Now, a quick thing that a lot of people do not like about tarot, or something that people seem to forget about when they get a tarot reading or when they want to try tarot, is that tarot isn't all about, you're going to get a new lover, you're going to win the lottery, oops, death card, you're going to die. Now, death card does not mean you are going to die. But it's not always giving you a heads up about your future. Granted, yes, that is a majority of what it does. Tarot also reveals the truth to you. If you're dealing with a certain problem or you're just stuck in place, a lot of the times the cards will tell you what the deal is. They will tell you, hey, you're not making the progress you want because you're the problem, or you're not getting what you want in life because you allow yourself to be surrounded by negativity. The cards are brutally honest with you, and a lot of people would rather go la 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 than listen to brutal honesty. A lot of the time why you will see a lot of dislikes on tarot card readings, because people really, either it didn't resonate with them, which, bummer if it doesn't resonate with you, but a lot of the time it is also because they did not like the truth that they needed to hear. But the more you deny the truth, the more you are denying the blessings that you are asking for, the more you are denying the progress that you so desperately crave for. So, less denying the truth and more, doing what the cards tell you to do. Yeah, tarot is basically your brutally honest friend that you have a love-hate relationship for. Another technique of divination that I use, and this is technique number 2, is runes. Now, very similar to tarot, runes are used to help give you an insight or a heads up as to what is to come in the future, what's coming your way, or what an outcome will be, as well as giving you a heads up as to what you need to look inwards towards yourself. When casting the runes, there are 3 layouts that I know about. There's one where you just cast a single rune, you can cast 4 runes, and there's one where, I forgot its name, I know it has Odin in it, but it's basically where you cast 9 runes, and it's a pretty complex layout, so I don't really take the time to do that. I mainly either do a single rune or I do 4 runes. Now, to cast the runes, what you're going to want to do is, if you have your runes made of crystals, like my husband, he has clear quartz runes, you are going to want to get those cleansed, make sure they are charged, otherwise they will not work and not give you the accurate reading that you would like. I have a video on my channel about how to take care of your crystals, which explains the different ways that you can charge and clean them, so if you want to check that video out, you can. But the runes that I have, they are made of really thick glass. What you would do is, before you ask your question or do your divination, you're going to want to hit the bag 3 times. That is knocking out any negative energy that your runes have. Once that is done, you're going to want to breathe, meditate for a bit, because before you do any type of divination with any tool, you need to be in a positive mindset. You need to be open and ready to receive any messages. You need to be just having a calm, cool, collect mind Just nothing that's really flooding your mind, like what am I going to make for dinner, or having a certain person on your mind. You're going to want to just be basically blank, just ready to hear the messages that you want your questions to be answered for, basically. Once that's done, you're going to hold your hands over the bag. Make sure you're breathing in and out if you feel like you need to breathe to help keep you calm. And ask your question. If you want to say your question out loud, you can. If you want to just say in your head, you can do that too. But for an example, it would be, is Friday going to be a good day? Once you are ready, you're going to put your hands into the bag. You're going to shuffle the runes around. And then you're going to do this. Get it to where you want. Well, I don't really need to lay that out, but if you want 4 runes out, put out 4 runes. Or if you want a single rune out, put out a single rune. In this case, because it's asking, is Friday going to be a good day? Just because I already have this rune out, we have the rune for joy. So, yes, Friday would be a good day, basically. Now for technique number 3, it's a little more difficult to do, so you're definitely going to want to practice with this a lot. But it is scrying the crystal ball. Now mine is red. A lot of people prefer clear, but if you want clear, you can. If you want yours to be colorful, that's fine too. It can be as big or as small as you want. It is really up to you. Whatever you feel like will resonate with you the best, go with that. It doesn't have to be a certain way just because somebody else is doing it that way. Do what you feel like is going to best work for you. For me, it's a small red crystal ball. A tip that a lot of people do not know is when you are not using your crystal ball, speaking of which, put that over it real quick, you do not want to leave it out where light is going to get a hold of it, because that will actually do some damage to your crystal ball. You don't want to just leave it out willy-nilly anywhere, especially if you have children, because if they get a hold of it and break it, obviously you're going to be really upset about it. But also to protect it from any negative energy and from other people's energy. You're going to want to put a dark cloth over it, so then that way it will be protected and safe. You don't have to use anything super fancy. I just use a black washcloth because it's soft and I know it'll do the job at protecting my crystal ball. But when you're getting into divination, again, you're going to want to meditate. Make sure you are in a positive mindset, that you are calm, in a decent mood, and that you are ready to receive any messages from any visions that you might see in your crystal ball. Before you get to divination, you're going to want to, if it's a small one like this, you're going to want to hold it in the palms of your hands and you're going to want to meditate with it for a bit. Just infusing your energies together. When you feel like you're ready, go ahead and start. If it's a big one, you're going to place both hands on it and just do the exact same thing that I just did with my smaller crystal ball. Then when you're ready, what you're going to then do is you can take a wand or a clear quartz crystal. You are going to circle around it 3 times clockwise. Once that is done, you are going to begin. Now you might see visions where these visions will involve people. Maybe it will involve a place or an event. You will often though begin to see clouds. These clouds can come in colors like purple, black, white, red, you name it. Depending on whatever the message that is trying to get to you is the vision that you are more than likely going to see. Now this might take a while, which is why I really recommend practicing a lot. And you're going to, I don't know if I said it earlier, but I'm saying it now if I didn't, but you're going to want to do this in a dark room or at night. Because if you have, like I said, if you have light distracting you, it's going to give you false visions. And again, also make sure the candlelight is not in the reflection of the crystal ball. You're going to want to make sure it's nice and blank, otherwise you will get false visions. And, you know, that's just kind of a bummer right there. But, yeah, I think that basically covers it on the crystal ball. And then for number 4 for the techniques of divination that I use, and it is smoke scrying. Smoke scrying is super, super easy. The only thing you're going to really need to do is just meditate. Make sure you're in a decent mood, that your mind is just basically clear, not clouded with a bunch of things, and that you're just ready to receive any messages that you need to receive. When smoke scrying, you can use either candle smoke, you can use a bonfire smoke. I mainly use incense smoke because especially if I have a lot of questions or I want really detailed answers, I find incense smoke is the best smoke to use. With incense smoke, what you do is basically you light your incense and let the smoke go. Now, if you have a typical question, or not typical, if you have a certain question in mind or multiple questions, you're going to want to hold the stick and basically just meditate with it. Anything that you have to ask, like, is my Friday going to be great? Am I going to get a pay raise? Is love going to come my way? Or is there something I need to work on? What you then do is, once the smoke starts coming out from the incense stick or a little incense triangle thing that you would use, whatever you use, you're just going to pay attention to the smoke. In the smoke, you will see either letters, numbers, and sometimes you will even see certain sigils, maybe symbols, and sometimes you will also either see faces appear in the smoke or silhouettes. This has happened to me a few times where I actually saw a baby's face in the smoke, and this was a little bit before my friend had found out she was pregnant. And I had also seen a female silhouette in the smoke that I was scrying for the one time. I can't remember what question I was asking, but there was a female silhouette in the smoke. So you will sometimes be seeing that. Symbols and sigils I often see. I sometimes see the one for joy, protection, for gift and generosity. Again, sorry, I don't know the runes' actual names. I only know what they represent. Again, when it comes to divination, there's a lot you gotta remember, especially when it comes to tarot and runes. So my memory space flooded up enough as it is. Back on topic though. You will see that. Sometimes you'll even see the dollar signs. You'll see letters, numbers, and sometimes even hearts. So yeah, like I said, smoke scrying, really easy form of divination. Seriously, anybody can do it. You don't even have to have any psychic abilities, and it takes not that long to see answers or results. And now for the last one, and number 5, pendulums or crystal necklaces. Now, a lot of people don't understand that you don't have to buy a $25, $50 pendulum. What will work just as well is a crystal necklace, so long as the crystal is real and not made from one of those gel things. But that will work just fine. You also don't have to use a crystal. It could be either on a chain or string, whichever you prefer. It could be a wooden pendant or a metal pendant for your pendulum. But what you would do with it is you can use a mat if you want to do that, because there are pendulum mats for if you want yes or no answers that way, or if you want to do divination that way. You can obviously get those at stores where they sell pendulums, or just anywhere where they sell pendulum mats. Or you can ask your pendulum basically to move a certain way for your answer. So basically, if you're asking a question and you say move clockwise for yes or counterclockwise for no, that will work. Or move up and down for yes and left and right for no. That will work just as well too. You can also use your pendulum to check your chakras to see if they are balanced or overactive or blocked. You are going to want to do this with someone you really, really trust, like a sibling maybe, or significant other, or someone you are very, very close to, because when checking the chakras, for those of you who know the placements of the chakra, we all know where the root chakra is, and the root chakra is in an area that I cannot reveal because that's not appropriate to show on camera or even point at on camera. So yeah, you get the idea with that. So that's also why I say do this with someone you really, really trust and have a very close bond with. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to hold the crystal or wood or metal point. Make sure you hold it pretty at a good distance too from the person and you, where you're going to hold it at. The person that is going to have their chakras checked, you're going to want to lay them flat on their back, but make sure they are comfortable. Obviously, you would start at the tippy top of your head where the crown chakra is located at. You're going to hold the crystal, wood, or metal pendulum or necklace over that point for about 10 to 30 seconds, depends. Make sure you are not moving at all because you want to be as still as possible so you get an accurate answer. If the pendulum starts moving at a pretty even and decent pace, that means the chakra point is well balanced. If there is no movement or very minimal movement, that chakra point is blocked. If the crystal's going crazy moving, like really big wide swings, then that means the chakra point is overactive. Let me see if there's anything else that I need to go over. I think that's it that I have pendulum wise. So those are the 5 different ways and techniques that I do divination. But before I end this video, this is information that not a lot of people know, and then a lot of people complain why they're not getting really good readings or why their divination skills aren't working out like they want them to. And that is because when it comes to anything like tarot cards, runes, your crystal ball, oops, before I forget, I gotta cover you, your crystal ball, your pendulum, this is the same for crystals. You're going to want to bond with them. And when I say bond with them, you need to get them familiar to your energy. You need to get them familiar to your life patterns. You need to get them familiarized to you, then that way they can work with you. The best ways to do that is you can either wear them, carry them with you, or sleep with them under your pillow or at least right by your bed at night. Then that way they can start bonding with you. If you have an altar like I do, you can also keep them there. That will help you out a lot, but those are the ways that you can help bond with your divination tools. Then that way they get familiar with your energy and they will give you resonating answers and they will give you accurate answers that you need. Not a lot of people know that and then complain and just give up on divination, which is really sad. So I really hope all of this information was able to help you guys out a lot. And I think that pretty much concludes it for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can see more of the videos that I'm going to upload. I will be doing, haven't really decided what video yet. I think I might do life path numerology video on how to find your life path number and what that means. So if you want to see more witchy stuff, my tarot readings or life updates / vlogs and starseed videos and just other really nice witchy stuff, definitely subscribe to my channel so as soon as I upload a video up, you can see it. I hope you guys are having a great day. Leave a like if you liked the video and I will see you guys later. Bye.